It was in the news this week that 1 in 37 Americans has done time in prison. Now, I heard Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was kissing ass, and of course, all you guys who run for office, that is job one. Kiss ass with the people. Tell them they're so good. It's our fault as the politicians, the people, if only the people.
It's a concept alien to those in show business.
Well, some of them, but okay. But we have more people in prison per capita than any other country. If we are so good, how come we're so bad, is my question. If the people are so good, why do we throw more of them in prison in this country?
It's one elected.
Yeah.
Input really need to be. And Willie's absolutely correct. It's very difficult to get folks either in Washington or probably in Sacramento, the same thing, or any state, to really focus on this because nobody in public office or who wants to be in public office wants to appear to be in any way soft on crime.
Right.
But the problem isn't the populace. The problem is the law. I mean, there's far too many weird drug laws in the books. If we actually treated drugs like an addiction and a disease, it wouldn't be a punishable offense. We could rehabilitate people instead of keeping them in jail because they stay in jail. They become career criminals out of that.
They were career criminals before they went to jail.
Not always. We're talking about addicts and dealers. I mean, if we decriminalize certain drugs, I mean, that would be a lot easier for people.
Very few people that are doing time in federal prison for drugs were there simply for possession.
Okay, federal prison is
Think of how many there would be if there were. I mean, they'd be busting at the seams.
Well, federal prison is not where most of the prisoners are. They're in state prisons, okay? And 12% of black men, for example, 20 to 34, are in prison. 12%, as opposed to 1.2% of white. Isn't that an argument for affirmative action?
It may be an argument for reverse affirmative action. I'm not sure. But
no, I mean,
it tells you we have a very serious problem with a lot of young black men in this country. And
No.
we need to address.
It tells you have a serious problem with the criminal justice system.
Exactly.
That's what it tells you.
A lot of these people are dealing drugs.
Wait a minute. Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy said at the ABA convention in San Francisco about 3 weeks ago that the system of tying judges' hands so they cannot exercise judicial discretion that comes from the federal Congress, of which you were a part when these laws were passed.
But that doesn't have anything to do with what Bill is talking about.
Yes,
There's a serious problem with young black men in this country, and just blaming it on the criminal justice system doesn't address the problem. Why are they getting there in the first place?
They're there because the laws are all screwed up. They're there because those who administer the laws are screwed up even more.
Mm-hmm.
They're not there, but they're not there because they're innocent.
They are there because they are innocent.
They're not.
They are victims. Absolute cold-blooded victims. No different from the victims you are trying to rescue and harass.
These are drug dealers.
They are not drug
victims.
No. You can't suggest that all of those black folk that he talked about a moment ago are somehow drug dealers.
You can't suggest that all of them are innocent victims either.
No, but I'm saying if 12% of one race is in jail, okay, and 1.2% of the other race, you have to come to one of two conclusions. Either that one race where more of them in jail are inferior. They can't control themselves.
No,
they can't stop committing crimes.
That's not
or
true.
If it's not true, then obviously we need remedies for racial injustice in this country.
What you need are remedies for what is causing those young people in those communities to get involved in crime, and we're not addressing those problems.
And that wouldn't be affirmative action.
No, it's not affirmative action.
Because they have no choices. Where do they go? I mean, it's not like they have money in that situation. It's not like they have choices.
But we're not working with them to make sure that they make the right choices.
All right. You are a fantastic panel. I wish I had more time to talk to you, but I have to get to this week's new rules. New rule number 1, no more cell phones in movie theaters.